Hello, Rum Mug the Orc here, the social justice destroyer. I've been feeling a little bit guilty lately, because I feel sometimes that I treat Stuart terribly, and, he's been my roommate for a very long time, and he sometimes helps me with my videos, and he's getting a little bit better. I mean, first of all, he hasn't complained about me pooping on the food. Sometimes I like to claim the food, like the casserole that I took a dump on last week. He didn't even say anything. It's the orc's way of claiming the food as our very own, so that no one else wants to eat it. It's a polite reminder. This is mine. Piss off. This used to upset him really bad, and he would squeal and cry and scream, and I'd be like, shut up, and usually end up in a physical confrontation, which meant he ended up unconscious on the floor. And a few other things that would upset him, like I would pull in dead animals sometimes and stuff them up underneath the couch or bed or something like that. Sometimes I would stick them behind the toilet, just, like a little snack, a snack on the go, possum, squirrel, mailman, something like that. And he would complain bitterly, believe me. And then after a while, he just kind of gave up. I guess, he started getting used to having an orc as a roommate. And you know what? I give him props for that. I give him props. And you know what? I chopped his finger off one time, and you know what? That may have been a bit uncalled for, because he is my roommate, but he did point his finger at me, and I shouldn't have done that, but I feel a little bad. So I thought, you know what? I need to get him a present. I didn't know what to do, because, what do you give a little dandy poof millennial? It's a little dandy poof wanker. Everything triggers him. I wasn't sure what to do. He doesn't want me to kill people, so I was like,
have you been eating eggs?
Okay, I can't kill anybody for him.
And
I thought there are people out there that are already dead. So I was like, he needs a big feast. A feast that he can enjoy. I know he's a vegan, but sometimes, you gotta branch out, and try new things like meat.
I'm heading off to bed. Please don't make too much noise.
Where can I get a dead person? Where can I get a dead person?
In the morning.
And I was like, the funeral home. So I waited till it was really, really late, and I snuck out the apartment, and I went to a funeral home, and I just kicked the door in, and I started snooping around. And eventually I found me a body. It was a good, nice-sized body. And so I broke into the casket a little bit more, and I chopped his leg off. It took quite a few blows, because the dude in life was kind of fat. So, giving you a visual aid. I chopped the dead guy's leg off, and I was like, I wrapped it in a towel, and you know what? Surprisingly, no blood, just kind of a smell of embalming fluid. So I wrapped it up in a towel, and I took it to the apartment, and I got it in the bedroom now, underneath Stuart's blankets, and underneath a pillow. So he'll get a nice surprise. He'll be like, wow, look at all this meat, and I'll be like, yeah. He's gonna have a really awesome time eating lots of good, strong, fatty meat. And I thought, well, you know what? I was a little bit disappointed because there wasn't any blood, so I poured some ketchup all over it, just smeared it with tons of ketchup, so at least give it an appearance of blood and gore. And I think he'll appreciate that. I hope so. And you know what? He's probably gonna discover it here in a second, because he's about to go to bed. I wanted to capture him opening up the blankets and seeing the surprise. I mean, wow, it'll be great. I'll hope that he cheers for joy, because you know what, Stuart's going through. He's going through it. He really has. I mean, the losing the finger, you know, finding out that his girlfriend had a penis, that was a big loss. You know, well, actually, it was a very small penis, so I guess it didn't matter. I guess it was a small loss. But, you know, he's been through it. You know, having an orc itself is a challenge. And I admit that sometimes I admire him, you know, even though he's a complete wimp and a dandy poof wanker. You know what? Sometimes you gotta buck up and help a brother out. You know, we're roommates and we're friends, and you know we're kind of friends, maybe frenemies. You know, I don't think I will kill him. Well, eventually I might kill him. You know, I might, but you know, that's a long way off. You know, I don't want to worry about it now. You know, for now we're friends and we're cool, and I'm not gonna kill him. So it's great having Stuart, you know, and you know, in the same apartment as me. And I'm Rum Mug the Orc, the social justice destroyer. Piss off.
Not again.